Greetings, and here we are week 7, and we are looking at the final revised persuasive essay project, an assignment that we have been working towards for 7 weeks. And I know for some of you it may feel like you've been running in a little wheel like a hamster, spinning and spinning, doing the same thing over again. But actually, it's simply not true. You have been working hard and learning, and I particularly want to shout out how strong and how excited and how pleased I was to see the level of revision in the discussion in this past week. So I have just completed assessing, revising, and grading the revisions from the discussion, and they were really strong. They were clear. They were, showed a lot of work and improvement, and I want to just shout out to all of you for that hard work. And as you move into this final revised essay, I want to just remind you of a couple of things. First, I want to urge you to be sure to go and read carefully the rubric for the final essay, which is more detailed and more and has more requirements and is a little stronger than what you faced in the draft. And note that it was not stressed in the draft, but the final paper needs to be 5 to 7 pages long, not including the title page. So as you look at your final essay and as you look at revising, go to that rubric and remember the 3 important points, or the 3 important elements that need to exist in this essay. And the first is an introduction with a thesis statement. We've talked about the thesis statement. You were led through a formula for it in week 5, and it should have your topic, your position, and the 3 points that you are using to support your main idea. And those 3 points will help organize your body, and the body paragraphs should have a topic sentence that is one of the 3 points. They should have evidence or some of the research to support that point. And additionally, we will have some analysis and some reflection on your part, which is the most important thing. That's what we really want to know, is your ideas. And each paragraph should build the argument step by step, which leads us to the conclusion where you should revisit the thesis statement, refer specifically to the key points, and refer to some of the evidence that you provided. You don't have to give us all. You don't have to tell the whole essay again, but it is, and the rubric mentions this, that you should, in your conclusion, restate the thesis, be specific about the key points, and bring back, that this was one of the points that that was presented to support this key point. And the conclusion should also offer a little bit more perspective, a final insight. We should have a feeling of being complete. There's a feeling of satisfaction that we have listened to your position and we've gotten to the end, and we now understand it, and hopefully you've convinced us. So that's a lot to do, and it's been a lot to do in these 7 weeks, and I really want to just take a moment and thank you all and remind you that I am here, and I'm here all weekend and coming up as you get in. If you need help, feel free to email, call, text, all of the above, and I will try and be available throughout most of that time. I want to thank you all for your patience. I had a lovely weekend. This past weekend, I was actually able to join family and have some reflective time away, and I was in Paris, and it just reminded me what's really important, in life. It made me slow down a little bit. It's not my first time to Paris. I have family. My family's in Italy, and so I, I find myself sometimes stressing out, just going crazy, just like you do. And this was just, I had a few moments to remind myself that, you can do a lot of things, and you can work hard, and you can be productive, but you also need to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. And so I just want to share that with you and ask you to um, finish strong, but also, you know, know that hopefully you've done the best that you could do in the time that you were given and under the circumstances, and that you've succeeded, and take some pride in that. So look forward to hearing from you, seeing your final essays, and seeing a lot of success. Take care.